I saw that Flick was there. Wasn't she here yesterday? Huh. Anyway, welcome to the stream. We'll play this for a little bit and then I'll jump into Zelda as part of the typical Friday stream. Pokemon released, so we'll see. At the end of the stream, we might check it out for a bit. But plan for now is this and Zelda. Ah, that's why. That is why. There's an event going on. I don't think I've ever done an event in Animal Crossing. That would be why. Well... Oops. I mean, we'll see what it's about. It's probably just going to involve catching bugs and that's it. I can't see it being anything complicated. Let's see. I'll just do the usual thing, which is get the fossils and then go to the daily island, then go to work. Oop. Can you tell how awake I am? See, that's just that's in an annoying spot. Yeah, I'm not gonna plant a tree there. I don't think any of these are ready yet. I'll get there. The sugarcane is ready though. So I'll probably harvest those, but just not yet. Alright, how many fossils have I got? I got 2. Just want to make sure I don't miss a blind spot. That I buried one of these. Oinkoid? Yeah, I gave up trying to put them in a room. There's just too many of them. Okay. Yeah, it looks like everyone's going to be catching bugs today. Hey, I got the fossils very quickly. Alright, good. I wonder if Blathers is going to say when the museum is complete. I mean, fossil-wise. I did find another unique one. Go. surprise. Oh, I should do the coffee thing. Now that... Well, he gives you recipes, so... Now that I know that... It's funny, the moment I was like, well, is there much of a point to this other than getting coffee? That's when he gave me the recipe. I'll probably get like a coffee for real later, once the coffee place is open. Just, it'll be infinitely better than this. Sorry, Americans that enjoy this kind of coffee. Alright, he didn't stop me. He has nothing to give me. Put it away. I kind of look like I'm dressed for the Olympics. And I say this because, I mean, if you don't know, Australia's Olympic uniforms, or Olympic, just anything, is green and gold. We don't go by our country's flag colours, because they're pretty much British. So we went with green and gold and a kangaroo, and typically they will wear like a hat like this. Maybe not this colour. I mean, the shirt's not right, but the colours are correct. Like everything. At least for the opening ceremony, it's something like this. And then everything else is just green and gold jerseys and whatnot. Let's see if this is going to be worthwhile. I haven't had a good island in a while, so most of them this week have been somewhat boring. Reach for your dreams. It's raining on this island. Alright. Looks like another boring island. Gyroid recipe and then probably move on. It doesn't look like it's in another season or anything. I mean, I guess for new players... Oh, I guess that's no surprise. I haven't really charged this in a few days. Hang on. I need to get the cable. Where is it? It's somewhere on my desk. I have to plug it in. Alright. It's all good. Prepared streamer is prepared. It's charging, right? Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Message in a bottle. Acoustic guitar? I can craft an acoustic guitar? What does that even look like? What is it made out of? Oh wow, it's for real. Softwood and, yeah, iron. Huh. Would not have expected that as a recipe. There's another gyroid. I think it's a fragment though. Yeah, I mean, let's just see. Ah, that's lame. Loach, yeah. It's probably not anything worthy. Just gonna release it, honestly. It's not gonna matter. Sadly, I think that's it. Unless I feel like checking out what's in the rocks, but eh. It doesn't look like this is anything special. I mean, I can see if you're starting fresh that these islands would be cool. Yeah, so I got the ability. Yeah, I feel like they could have done more for players that have played this for a while. Alright, I'll get an island, one of those fancy islands that are worthwhile. Might take a while. I'll see what this event is about. If it's anything beyond bug catching, I'll take a look, but if it's not, I'd rather go to the Happy Homemaker. Alright, what have you got for me? Oh! Just gotta set start time. Wow. I'm a bit early. I got to check this. Okay. Guess the only other thing to check is the scallop thing for the day. And rebury the gyroid. I guess I gotta re-water it. Okay, yeah, I'll go look for the scallop. May as well. I would imagine I'm running out of stuff for the dude to give me. Depends how much mermaid stuff there is. Oh, okay. I thought it was seaweed. Hopefully this doesn't take forever. Where are you, critters? There you are. I'm not having much luck. Let's see where it is inside. No, there it is. Alright, good. Very quick. Hey man, about that scallop of yours, can I have it? Sure. Oh, thank you for your generosity, man. Since you were so cool, I left you something you'll dig. While I'm at it, let me lay some truth on you, the deep kind. Feel this. Talented folks are just normal folks who practice something more than other folks, man. Consider yourself truthed. Yep, today is a good day. Thank you, Stoner Otter. Alright, let's get back to land. What did it give me? Pearl? A pearl. Yeah. Kinda figured. What was the golden thing that I found yesterday that I was like, ooh, I could probably want that? What was it? Yeah, the golden seat. think I might change my clothes as well. Oh, wait. Hold on. Gotta take the, or it's gonna complain. Okay, Can't imagine there's that proportionally tiny of a hat. Yeah, I mean, let's go with that. Oh yeah, pants. That's more like Australian Olympic. Take socks off. There we go. That's certainly how I'm gonna have to be dressing next month, if it gets hot enough. Okay, I believe what the... oh, hang on. Oh, they're selling the Switch. Huh. I didn't know they would sell the Switch. No. A lot of one. I already got one, but could make a decent gift. Okay, put the other stuff away. I should probably register that song as well. Can't believe that's a thing. I've made a throne. I should just sort of replace every single... aim to replace every single seat in my town and make it gold. Kinda like it has an Aztec vibe to it. Hang on, I hear balloon. That is balloon. That is balloon. careful so it doesn't land in the lake. Pond. Duh! Almost did. Zen cushion. Okay. I mean that, I'm not gonna replace that, that looks nice. I didn't exactly leave much room here. We could go here. Oh, that's the wrong way. Okay. All I wanted to do. Okay. Now we can go to work. We shall see what the school is up to. Oh, okay. Wait, Leaf is here? Why is Leaf here? Do you have a moment? I'm hoping you can help me with something. I was supposed to give a talk about flowers at the school here. The only problem is I can't find it. I hope it isn't too much to ask, but could you guide me to the school? The thing. Really appreciate it, thank you. Huh. Oh. I hope that everyone's excited to learn about flowers, especially you. Let's get started. Today, I'd like to talk about flower hybridization. It's the most special thing, and the best part, it's easy. Let's say I have a yellow flower and plan to buy a red one. In no time, I'll have myself an orange flower. Simple as rain, isn't it? Now I'd like to ask you a question. Plant a white tulip next to a red tulip, what color would you get? Let's see. Pink. You got it? By the way, you can also get red or white tulips that way too. Isn't that nice? But see, this is all well and good, but the colors don't work that logically. Like, you get white and you have white and white to make blue, which makes no sense whatsoever. They make it seem like, oh, okay, it's just mixing colors. Everyone can decorate with hybrid flowers. Oh, cool. Alright. If hybrid flowers are placed next to each other, you can grow even rarer flowers. A worthy challenge. Alright, that's it. I guess it teaches you this way. Actually, one more thing. You can use the fruit trees or veggies you've grown. Wait. You can use them? Oh, like as in cooking. Probably. That's what it means. Use hybrid flowers now. Alright. I mean, I guess that's nice. Ooh. A koala. Wow, there's some good choices today. Blowing moss hood. Okay. There's some good choices. Depends what their themes are. Headphones. Wow, that is expensive. But as a decoration option, I think it's good. I'll take it. Look at this as well. There's some good decoration options. I think I'll get it. Because this becomes decor that you can use in the island getaway thing. Let's just leave it for now. That's not a huge thing. Alright. Wait, let's talk about facilities. Oh. That's fine. Let's work. I wonder if Waddles... Morning. I get the feeling that Waddle is like the sister in the clothing shop where you just have to keep talking and then they warm up to you eventually. Cartoons. Okay, this is sewing. Painter. Nature. Ooh. This is a tough choice. They're all kind of cool. Alright, look. I'm Australian. We're gonna have to go to Koala. Your vacation homes, it seems like came to the right place then. Timing's perfect. This vacation home business seems really tempting. I could use a little help. Thanks for taking the time. I really appreciate it, mate. Oh. Dude's full on Aussie. Now, here's what I was thinking for my vacation home. Yeah, well, okay, Outback. Thinking. I'm leaning more towards one of the island ones. Yeah, probably this. I'm really starting to look forward to this, mate. An excellent location for you, but you'll need to see it for yourself before we begin. Okay. Oh, this is where I'll be vacationing. What a location. Be a sight to see when it's done. We'll get out of here for now. Good luck, mate. Glamping. Which Aussies camp on the beach as well, by the way. It's not planning in... it's not like it's in the forest or anything. Okay. Definitely, yeah. But see, you're building a whole house, but it's cool. Oh wow, you can. Ooh. Yeah, we have to go nighttime on this one. I'm glad I bought this. The fact you can custom cube it, that's cool. Oh, wow. Oh, I got an idea for home. Okay, we're gonna do that later. Oh, that's so good. Okay. I'm happy with the idea I have. I'll do it later. I knew I bought those light cubes for a reason. That's gonna look awesome at night. Definitely want the hammock. Yeah. Outdoor smoke. Wait. Okay. I'm sure we walk up to it and then we can light it. Outdoor barbecue. I know this, yeah. This is better. Dude's got a feast going. Well, maybe just a little bit. What else have we got? Yeah. Put a couple of these around. Outdoor kitchen. He's made it so easy. Oh yeah, that's cool. You can definitely do fencing like this, as opposed to using real fences. Oh what? We can even set up outdoor ones. That's kind of cool. This is gonna be fun. This one. I mean, I think a crate would be alright. Hey Nick, what's up, dude? Water cooler. picnic basket. I'm gonna have fun with this one. Yeah, magazine rack for the side chair. We got accepted as a beta tester for Mario Multiverse. What's Mario Multiverse? A ROM hack, I would assume. Not really a ROM hack, but kinda. It's a game of itself. I would say it's more like Mario Maker. Oh. Okay. There used to be a... I think it still exists. I don't know how much people play it. But it was made by the people that made Terraria, funnily enough. Called Super Mario Bros. X. And it was really big in terms of custom Mario levels and people designing stuff, and it used Lua for scripting. So I imagine it'd be something like that. I was always meaning to try it out, but then Mario Maker actually came out, and you know. I wonder how long it'll take for it to get shut down. That's something that I imagine Nintendo will shut down. But then again, they never shut down Super Mario Bros. X, so who knows. And another one. Just don't need too many of them. Let's see, we can see all the hybrids, that's cool. Oh yeah, I reckon this dude grows outside. Well, we're on the beach, it doesn't make much sense, does it? Yeah, unless we can put like a patch of grass. Alright, let's just... We got a lot of junk, let's organize here. It's a private community. Oh, okay. Still. I guess I'm saying, like, the moment that thing gets published, you know there's gonna be problems. Yeah, I reckon that looks good. He said he will never publicly put up a download link because it caused him a shit ton of problems with Nintendo. Yeah. Yeah, that's the correct mentality to have for sure. Yeah, so this is like alternate fencing. Ah, come on. Why are you gonna do me? Are you actually gonna do me like this? Okay, no, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. The game is not evil. Wait, why won't this rotate? Oh, there we go. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Okay, so let's get creative with some of this stuff. It's gonna be difficult, but I think I can pull it off. It's not quite as cool as, well, I think that'll be fine, right? That should work. Alright, so this side of the island will be the chill part, and then this side will be the outdoor kitchen. The corner of the fence is so bad. Well, they're partitions, they're not fencing. Fencing does do the corner correctly. It's just, I don't think there's anything that's like that. Yeah. I mean, the bamboo lattice fence is probably the closest. We'll see. I can change my mind. For now, I'm just laying out ideas. The reason I went with this fencing is just purely for this. I mean, it'll work. I'll make it work. There we go. This is kind of like an open plan thing. It's not going to have fencing here. Let me just see how this looks. Yeah, very junkyard Australian. kinda. That's like what Crash Bandicoot would do. I mean, ones that you can't see. I like the idea. There we go. Visually interesting. Oh. Okay, we can get rid of him. That's cool. I mean, I would imagine the dude would be like right up next to it. Let's... Probably could do diagonals, that'd be cool. Yeah, here's kind of a little friendly area. I'm figuring it out as I go. This is just the outside part as well. There's still a lot to go. I wish you could pile this up. Alright. Alright. Source of water. Outdoor smoker. Yeah, open design up the front. Very social. I wonder if that should be outside or inside. We could do this. There we go. Yeah, that works. Or I can just put, like, wood in random places. Like, that's not that random. Get rid of the campfire. Alright, now... Does this work? Like, what does this do? Kinda? Oh, it's dirt. That's why it does it. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Okay. That's that kind of sand. Yeah, there we go. That's better. To be honest, it should go like... That's pretty much it. Now we can get into adding more stuff out here. Okay. Yeah. Bread. Veggie basket. Dude's prepared. A lantern. That's, yep, definitely useful. Nice. Yeah. Up the back there is, it's good. Put this... I wish I could go further along, but I can't. Let me rearrange this. Yeah, there we go. As long as it's visible. What else have we got? Yeah, that'll work. Not sure what else we can put out there. I mean, that could be a safety first thing. Let's take a look at the order. I guess there's nothing wrong with having a... Alright, I'll do a lantern. Oh, hey Sandy, how's it going? Okay. What kind of activate? Doesn't matter. Oh, we can... I mean, sure. Okay. What else can I add out here? I mean, probably should be pretty minimal, I think. Maybe just clone... I mean, this is meant to be like camping, so... What else says... I mean, otherwise I'll just leave it as is. I think it's fine. Oh. Right. Hey, now there's an idea. stupid phone glitch. Here back. I'm doing alright. Just kind of kicking back. Early morning still. Waiting for the coffee places to open to order a coffee. I got a koala, so we're doing an outdoor camping theme. I completely forgot about that tree. You can customize it. Oh, that's... okay, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I reckon leafy. These trees are native to outback Australia, so it makes sense. I actually kind of like this. I particularly like the outdoor kitchen thing. It is asymmetrical, which is a little... oh, that's disappointing. Hang on. Ah. Yeah, that might help. Okay. Yeah, that fixes it. I really like the look of this one. Can I make you sit down in the chair? Yeah, I can. Oh, come on. There's really not enough room. You know what it is? It's because there's... how can I insert myself? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's kind of cozy. I gotta say, the music he's playing, it's not what I was expecting. Alright, but I like this. You can get to everything. Just ignore that the chair I can't get into, but as long as he can. That was just outside. Okay. Alright, well with this one we're gonna have to... ugh, I hate that it's using this big one. We don't need this, that's outside. I guess this will just be an indoor retreat then. Middle of the room. Actually no, let's just do. There's no reason for it to eat up all that space. Let's do that. Okay. Alright. Let's start with wallpaper. I mean... I feel like that's the obvious answer. I don't mind it being this, like, just matching the beach. Although, the sand would be uncomfortable. Maybe not. Yeah. I think that'll do. Make it cabin-like. That's good. Alright, furniture-wise. I mean, I would imagine he'd just sleep outside. Log bed's way too big. Guess we can go for this. Yeah. That'll do. Should definitely check out the stuff that they have as... Oh, swinging bench, yeah. Serving cart? Yeah, this. Definitely that. We can customize it later. Yeah, I would imagine a wood burning stove would be in this. Putting stuff down as I see fit. Oh, hanging cube light? Yeah, that's cool. Put a few of these down. Okay. Wow, I didn't even see that one. That's a good option for outside. Yeah, see, this is something I wanted. Alright, let's have a mess around. There's not a whole lot of room on this one, but we can work it. I think if we're going for the wardrobe, there's no need to... Well, the corner thing, there's no need to do the wardrobe. Okay. Oops. Oops. Yeah. That's all we want. We want that selection. Yeah, this'll work, this'll work. I mean, even though it's not aligned, it's fine. Okay, in the corner it has to be something kind of inconsequential. Oh yeah, there you go. I'll just color it like another color. There we go. These cube lights are going to be cool though. Okay. You'll see why. This is me being fancy with lighting. Okay. I just start cutting away at it pretty much. It was used for guides more than anything else. Okay, good. Now, cut 2 more out of the equation. End up with this. Oh. I think it's a nice arrangement. Okay. We can change the colors. Oh, this looks nice. Pretty cozy. What's a green one look like? Is there a green one? There is a green one. Yeah. That's more or less what I was going for. Okay, cool. Now, wall decorations. Okay, I kind of have to. I kind of have to. Oh yeah, that's cool. I can go on... Ooh. Yeah, that wall. I'll do. I think, yeah, I'm a fan of already, like, what I've done here. It's simple, but it's good. Alright, we need... more subtle and clean stuff. Key holder, maybe. But a whole lot you can... I wish there was more wall stuff. There doesn't seem to be enough wall stuff. Oh, there's all this stuff as well. Put the pillow there. It's a big table, so there's enough room. I'm not sure about this anymore. That can go. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Let's put some food in the middle. Okay. Yeah, I mean... I'm not sure if you can put anything else. I'm hoping you can put, like, mugs. That'd be nice. No, of course not. Alright, one thing in the middle. That's fine. Dude loves his seafood. Okay. Yeah, I'll do. And like any true Aussie. Like any true Aussie, you will have an air conditioner. Without fucking fail. Okay, the only other thing would be music in here, so it's not silent. That'll do. I'm a fan of how this one turned out. I mean, it's minimal, but it's nice. Damn, I kinda wish I could decorate, like, Alice's home back on the island like this. This would be a pretty good one. I'm very happy with the lighting. That was like a very makeshift idea. And it worked pretty damn well. Oh, it's ready. Oh yeah, it was. This looks so nice. It's cozy. It's not over the top, it just works. Because all the stuff is outside, there's no point in making it indoors. Very, very crowded. Oh, why can't you store multiple photos? Yeah, I mean, I think we have to go with this one. This one just shows it off more. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. I mean, even the outside, it's everything about this just worked out perfectly. Nice. Yeah, I'm heading back. All good. I'm glad I did this one today. Welcome back. That was decent. No. Oh wait, yeah, we're finished. I guess I should probably buy. So it makes it available in the home designer, and that could be useful, so. That was a good one. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing to this, is I wish you could take more photos. But this one was fun to do. I'd say the vast majority of the ones that I've done have been pretty good. Ooh, that is a fancy lion. Man, there's some good animals here today. But I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna pace myself with the DLC so it lasts. One a day. Even though if this would have been at the start of the pandemic, I would have burnt through the whole content. Okay, at any rate, being on that island, now I have an idea. Something that's gonna take a while to set up. Let's see. Something out. Let me just figure it out. I require 11. Please tell me I bought 11. If I bought 11, I'm going to be so happy. If I didn't, I'm going to be a little sad. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. Oh, this is going to be good. You know, the question is where to put it. want to see how much space it actually covers up. Okay, let's see. Wait. Alright, I need to put the other ones away. One. Oh, this is gonna work. Two. How close can they be? That's as close as they can be. I'll mark it with the shovel. Oops. Oh, you can stack them. Interesting. I knew there was gonna be a use to this. I think on the beach is probably the best spot to put it. I will get that out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. And then, okay. It does cover quite a bit of ground. Shit. I'm gonna have to replant some of these trees, but it'll work. Okay. Damn it. Behave yourself. Okay. Now, mark it. Just mark it both ways. I'm gonna eat something so that I can just move the tree. Well, that one's in the right spot, so you start from right next to the tree. We'll figure it out. Hey, Frost here, how's it going? Alright, let me get something I can eat. Sure, that'll work. That's an odd one. Okay. Now, take this out. Ah. Okay. Now comes the fun part. Go get all this stuff customized. It'll look good at night. During the day, eh? It's at night that's gonna look good. I was about to cancel it for a sec because I don't have money. Then I remembered there's an ATM there. Okay. My world looks nice. Thank you. Yeah. It's the result of a pandemic. Put your creative energy into something. Right. Yeah. I mean, other people contributed some parts to it. Question, how is my game so fast? What do you mean, how is it so fast? There's nothing fancy about it. Is it fast? Unless the capture card's doing something weird. Or... Wait. Are you referring to my move speed? Because you know you can run, right? Oh, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, this is gonna work really well. When you play, you feel like the dialogue is slow. I'm just spamming the B button and it speeds it up. I don't know, whatever you would do in a typical RPG. Wait, wrong button. Okay, this is gonna take a while. It's like designing a pixel font. Did not know you could do that? Oh no. That's a shame. Yeah, but see, I'd be guessing here. No, hang on. Discard. I think the best way to do is to do this. Copy. Oh no, that's swapping spots. Ah. Copy. Delete it. Okay. Cool, because now I have the colors correct. Alright, I'm gonna draw a new guide out though. Doing the important things here. I mean, even with the border, it could work. I don't know. We'll see. For now, this is gonna be the fun part. Oh, no. Undo, undo, undo. Oh, pencil. This might be boring to watch, but with these cube lights, I'm gonna set up the name of my island. I'll start with very blocky letters just to kind of shape it out, and then I'll see where I want it to go. Okay, that'll be the S. You know what? Let's do a test run. What is the name of the island? Shambleton. I think I might have to leave and come back, but that's fine. Okay, well, actually, I can see it here. How's this gonna look? Yeah, it looks like it's a bit much with the border. Alright. Okay. I'll keep the border as a guide, because I want that as padding. And then I'll delete it at the end. Okay. Copy. Let's work on the H. It looks good. Oh, it'll look good once I lay it out on the beach. But yeah, I'll start with doing it as more like a blocky font, and then I'll fine-tune it. As long as I keep that same baseline, should look good. Okay, there's the H. Yeah, I'll put it between two palm trees and it'll look good. Okay. Yeah, it's probably easier to use that. The M is gonna be a tough one, but figure it out. Okay. Let's go the blue color just so I can plan it. We'll go with the preview. I'm pulling out all the pixel art skills for this one. That looks about right. And if I do that, that'll make it more like an A. I'll fix it. If it looks weird, I'll fix it. But for now, let's just assume this is gonna look alright. That's not bad. We'll do for now. I'll be pedantic about it later. Let's just get the idea down. Okay, now for the M. I suppose this is where the padding's gonna hurt me. Okay. Right, so the M... Wait, do it with blue. I think I know what kind of M we can do. Haha! Alright, that's the M. You know what? I think I have... I can't double up on letters. Like, I think it's a word that has no repeating letters. Every letter is unique. Okay, now for a B. We'll base off this one. Okay. This one should be straightforward. Okay, now let's do... smoothing. Yep. Go. I think it's the A, the only one that I have a problem with right now. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. I think I might make the M a little thicker. It looks a bit weird. Doesn't seem right. Even though it should look normal, it's just the eye playing tricks on you. I think that's what I should do to it. Yeah, see that? That looks more uniform. That's better. Okay. L should be easy. I might round the S out, but for now, let's just keep it simple. Change design. Okay. Rounding letters will probably be like the last thing I do to it. They're looking good. Yeah, thanks. I'm hoping it'll look good once I place it down. Okay, that's L. Okay, now E, which I guess the B would be the easiest one to base it off. Let's put... Yeah, I'll make it one of the E's where the middle bit is kind of shorter. So like a 2/3 E. Nah. Doesn't look right. Let's go for the full E. Okay. Three more to go. Alright, let's copy. Delete it. Okay, this is the T. Okay, the T is gonna take a design liberty. Which is, I know it's 3 wide, but the T is gonna be 4 wide down the middle. Just for the sake of centering. Okay. T. I think it looks fine. It's not noticeable. Okay, now for the O, which I believe the B is a good starting point for the O. Okay. Alright, now this is gonna be interesting. Let's start by deleting the middle. And I have to apply a little bit more rounding to this. Although, I mean, I could go with one of these style of O's, but no. I'm gonna do like a bit more rounding. Okay, now do the same on the outside. Except it has to be more like this, I think. See the smoothing. The smoothing kind of messes it up a little. If this looks bad, I'll go with like the less rounded O. The only way I could potentially do this is if I do dithering. I don't know, that's like it's a huge effort. Yeah, I mean, I think this is good. We'll go with this. This kind of in between. Okay, one more letter. Copy. Alright, and this one's just a matter of continuing this further down. It might have to go at a steeper angle. I don't know. We'll see. Why'd I get the feeling it's, yeah, it's not gonna reach. It's fine, I'll use blue to kind of alter it. Right, so it should start and end here. I'm wondering if I did it in the right spot. All I'm doing is pretty much just shifting the pixels in the middle. Okay. Let's see how that looks like filled in now. Ugh, the smoothing is fucking me up. Kinda have to just go by what's on the side there. Yeah. And then just cap that off like that. Wait, no. No, I think that's fine. It looks good in the preview, that's all that counts. It might not be true pixel perfect, but it does work. Okay, now I want to fix up the A. I feel like the A is a little rough. I think what it needs... Yeah. Ah, shit. I think what it needs is... It needs to go up a little more. And then kinda curve in like this. And then the middle part, this is correct, but it should go like that. I think. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, this is in the right spot. But it looks off-center. Why? Probably because it is. Huh. Ah. Okay. Let me get my bearings here. That looks more correct. And then this one comes out one more. Okay. think this should look better now. Now we can do some fine adjustments. It's a little top heavy. I guess to make it thinner, we'd have to do that. But it doesn't make it thinner all the way across. What about... I mean, I like it better. It's not ideal, but the problem is we're going to be against smoothing. Unless I go for a completely different A. Okay, hang on. Let me duplicate this. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Hang on. Still duplicate it. What's going on? You'll see. You will see. I had an idea. I'm gonna try a more traditional A. How's it going anyway, Amy? Alright. So keeping the same point of inflection, but just kinda man. This is the thing that I choose to do first thing in the morning. Something that involves precision eye focus. Okay, that's correct. Alright, let me do away with the outer part now. This is how you do design stuff. Cookie cutter. When you're sketching things, you'd be surprised how useful this is. It's so much easier with digital art as well, when you can just delete shit. And then you just use other colors to kind of plan out where you're going. Just went shopping. How am I? Doing alright. Getting a little hungry. I might order like coffee soon, but you should have seen the island that I decorated today. I'm pretty proud of it. Well, the home I decorated, not the island. The smoothing is fucking me up again, isn't it? There we go. The rest is just kind of adjusting it. This is probably a better A. The rest is just playing around and just making sure the smoothing works better. Yeah. Okay. Kind of going with whatever looks good. Is that correct? Hang on. 3, 3. This one is the... That's 4. Okay, there we go. That's correct now. Surprised I don't have the mirror setting on. I find that it's a bit more confusing. I don't know. I know. I don't want to get lost whilst trying to map an idea out. That's a bit better. Yeah. The other one just doesn't look right. Okay, Oh, I can't erase it? That's fine, let me just... Okay. Alright. Okay. Now the final part. And this is purely because I just wanted the guide for the padding. Oh, this is gonna look good. No, not red. Black. There we go. It'll pay off. This is gonna be a pain to set up, but it'll be worth it. I can't believe the name of the town is something that has unique letters. I couldn't like reuse letters. No. Every letter is unique. If this was a real word, like in Scrabble, you'd be killing it. It's my personal theme of being difficult, you're not wrong. They picked a good song for this island. It's pretty relaxing. Okay. This is a case of trust in the process. Now the problem is I won't know which one's which, but whatever, I'll figure it out. I knew I bought all those lights for a reason. Those can go on cube lights. Uh-huh. So I'm gonna set up a light installation on one of the beaches. Between two palm trees, it's gonna be good. I'm so thankful that I purchased a lot of these, because I was like, I wonder if these can be customized. Yeah, I'll buy a bunch and we'll see later. It's gonna look good at night. Okay. It was up to the B, right? Okay, L. Let me see. S-H-A-M-B. Yep, L. That's, like, Dark Luigi. Four more. This was worth the effort. And the other reason I got this idea was because of today's decoration. I was like, oh shit. Okay. No, last one. Okay. Let's go install this. It's gonna be good. I did plan it out, so starts from this tree here. Okay. Wish I could make them closer together, but it's no biggie. I'll cut that tree down as well. Ah! Oh, please tell me it went to the... Okay, it went to the start of the queue, thank fuck. Oh, and you can sit on them as well. Huh. That works out. Shit. Okay. How close was the other tree? This matters not. We plant the other one here. There we go. And then... they'll look good at night. Just wish we could get them closer. It's a bit of a shame. Yeah, they'll look good at night. They'll be all lit up. It would be legit if they could sit right next to each other. Yeah. But unfortunate they can't, but I can understand why. That's what I was kind of hoping when they were purchased, that they could go side by side. Yeah, I mean, plus sitting area. It's cool. This is open now. I could play a fish. Yeah. Sure. Okay. I'm gonna get some breakfast delivered. This place doesn't do coffee, but I'll just get like a juice or something. It's the same thing. Similar energy. Okay. Jeez, that's expensive. Okay. Probably because it's like vintage hip stuff. Okay. Let me see if the koala's on the other island. Oh no, the one from the other day, I don't know. Or I move on to Ocarina. Oh my god, hurry up! Yeah. See if he's on the beach now. Excuse me. I don't understand what that is meant to be. It's like a duck sneeze. I'm not on here. Alright, well, I'll show what I did. Because it was pretty early on. And I'm a fan of what I did. And I had to pick the koala. I went with the whole, like, outback vacation kind of thing. Kept it pretty open as well. With the crates and everything, I was pretty happy with the result. It looks cool, yeah. And look what made an appearance. I replaced the normal trees with these ones. And then the indoor, look at this. I got fancy with the lights. And that's how I got the idea of, hey, you can actually color these and change them. Yeah, it's cozy. And of course, kangaroo with the knife. I kept it simple, I didn't put much decoration. Like most of the emphasis is outside. I got the corner wardrobe thing, which is really nice. That was in the shop here today. Yeah, overall this one, I think it's my favorite one so far as interior goes. The way I did the lighting, it's kind of funny. But I filled the entirety of the ceiling up, and then I was just deleting, and then I formed a circle, then deleted more and more and more until it's like in this formation. And then just applied coloring. Yeah, it worked pretty well. Definitely my favorite one so far. And it's not just because it's a koala, I think, just lighting wise and everything. Just works. Why would... okay, it brings me here instead of outside. That was interesting. Let's see how the school's looking. I had a lesson earlier. I like to look at things the day after I'd make them, or design them. Because then, I can be like, ooh, I don't like that. That has yet to happen so far. I wish there was more designs for the blackboard. It's probably the only thing which I can't control. I would say I would want to change. The blank one looks not that great, and then all the populated ones, I don't know. They just look overcomplicated. I want to go back. There's like 15 minutes before this bug thing starts. I don't even know if it's worth doing. I've never done any of the island events. You know what? I just noticed something. They're all wearing pretty similar outfits. Someone would be not participating. Outside as well. Maybe they're all outside now. Because I was gonna look for someone that was making a recipe. Oh, here we go. Probably you. Okay. Not making anything. I should say hi, otherwise they give a weird look. Bug off. I'm not sure what it involves. It's probably catch as many bugs as you can in a certain time range, which... eh. I'm not gonna hold up, like, playing Ocarina of Time for that. But since it's only like 10 minutes away, I may as well, like, just see what it is. Okay, oh, that's interesting. I thought Wade would have participated. I just woke up a little bit ago, but now I'm full of breakfast and all ready for my after breakfast nap. You know what, I didn't check that if you could make the room bigger. The cabin, oh well. I think it turned out fine. Cozy little cabin. So, yeah, I guess no one's making anything. Huh. Everyone's out for this event. Alright, what can we do in the meantime? Well, that's gonna happen anyway. Sell shells, water produce. Alright, you got it. I need to harvest produce as well. Got so much growing here now. Wheat is still not ready. Oh, what did I just get? Oh, okay. Huh, maybe I should keep getting fruit. Is there one for fruit? Fruit sold. Okay, I've done the fruit one. Oh yeah, I got the Animal Crossing Switch in the Nook shop. The Nook Mile shopping thingy. Nook shopping thingy. If people don't have that and want one. I'm sure everyone has one at this point. Figured I'd mention it. Cook a recipe, okay. I mean, I might do one of the new ones. forget about this. I remember once I went to the effort of watering all the flowers and everything, and then I'm talking like maybe 5 minutes after I finished, it started raining, so it kind of rendered my effort a bit pointless. Oh, did I accidentally... No, it's okay. I thought I put my swimming gear away. Yeah, here's my curiosity. Can I make this bigger now? And room size cannot be changed in your home. Ugh, lame. Well, what's the deal with that? Like, I think it wouldn't have been any effort to put it in. Some of those rooms could use with being bigger. Okay, where is the cane sugar? Oh, you need... Oh, okay, you need quite a bit to make it. Brown sugar. May as well. Oh, well, okay, it makes 10. That's fine. I was worried for a sec that it was going to be like 5 for 1 or something like that. Then, yeah, that's bearable. Okay, sell shells. My breakfast is on the way, so this is going to be good timing. I can check out this bug thing and then kind of do an intermission for Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I mean, I just stockpiled that stuff for that reason. Is there anything else? Yeah, okay, see, pineapple, don't really need. Don't really need that, don't really need that. Keep the octopus just in case there's a cooking recipe. I don't know, I can see it happening. God. Okay. Saying is new. Oh, that. Sure. Alright, 3 minutes. Oh yeah. Really. While I'm looking. I doubt it's gonna be good. Yeah. Not great. May have to do that again at some point. I'm not sure if my money is gonna stand the test of time. Oh, I may as well get the miles from just looking at the ABD. Sure. Wait, tangled cords? And the last one's catch bugs for the bonus ones. I think that's just gonna happen anyway. No, Norma, please, I want to use my storage. Get away from the storage! Move, 2 steps to the left. Okay, thank you. I feel like that's an oversight. Alright, there it is. Well, I don't even know what it is, so... Actually, on that note, give me a sec. I need to get the door. Get my food. Back in like 30 seconds. It's actually really miserable outside, but I got it. Okay. Each round, you catch as many bugs as you can within 3 minutes. Miraculously transubstantialized the bug cave by the... Yeah, I mean 3 minutes, that's fine. Get ready to transcend, oh boy. No! Right! Ah! Hey! Off to a great start. Oh, the time doesn't pause. Shit. I'm not sure what the best spot to look for bugs is. I would assume around town. Yeah, this isn't going to be nearly as much of a cakewalk as I thought it would be. What? Where are all the bugs? How have I not come across anything? Oh, there's another one. Hurry up. Yes, thank you. I don't need to announce it. By the park. There's another one. Alright, that's 3. Quota met. There's another one. Hey. Okay, it's 4. I don't think I'll be able to get another one. I think the kid is just figuring out what the optimal loop is. I don't think going into the mountains was a good idea, but had to see. There's another one. Ooh. It's amazing how in the last minute I've gotten more than the first minute. Or 2. Alright, I don't think I'm gonna get another one, I think that's it. Target is 6, that's not bad. I might try again. Okay. Oh. Buy them all. This is a cool event. I mean, you need to make money. So hang on, talk to me after 8 PM after the... Okay. Let's play around. We could probably get some interesting stuff. I'll do one more round and then move on to Ocarina. Now I know what loop to do. Okay, there's one on. I feel like this one's already going better. Oh, really? This is gonna happen in the middle of a contest? That's annoying. It's alright. I'll check it out in a sec. Yeah, unless this thing is pausing. I'm gonna do worse now because of that. There's another one. Hey! There's another one. There's another one. So dragonflies are like a pain in the ass to catch, so maybe leave it. I can't believe I'm gonna do worse. I thought for sure, based on that start, I was gonna do better. I might be able to tie. It all depends if I can find one in the next 10 seconds. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, alright. Buy them all. This is just worth doing, like you're gonna make your money back every time, practically. So, yeah. Okay, that'll do it for Animal Crossing for now. I might play this a bit off stream, see what the big deal is at 8 o'clock. But right now, I'm gonna take a 5 to 10 minute break. I'm gonna eat some breakfast, and then when we come back, I'm gonna continue Ocarina of Time. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed Animal Crossing.